I want to tell you how a story, and it's a pretty good story. It's not funny, so I don't know why I'm over here smiling. But it's a story that God laid on my heart, and I think it's pretty dope. So it's about patience and forbearance, which basically mean the same thing. But if y'all don't know, forbearance or patience is one of the several or one of the seven gifts of the Spirit. And okay, let me just tell you the story. So there's this guy in a white tuxedo. He goes to his grocery store and he goes to the checkout aisle. And well, a white suit. I don't want to say white tuxedo. Well, he goes to the checkout aisle and there's this young man bagging groceries. And he asked the young man, "Hey, could you help me with my groceries to my car?" And the young man is like, "Sure." So the young man and the guy in a white suit, they head to his car and they load the groceries up. And the man in the suit is like, "I'm gonna give you $20, right? I'm gonna give you $20, but I don't want you to spend this $20 until I come back, which is gonna be in another year." And then he tells him, the guy in a white suit tells the young man, "If you don't spend this $20 by the time I come back next year, this time, I'll give you $2,000. 2,000 of them things." So the young man agrees and he's like, "Okay, cool. I can do that." So a year goes by. The man in a white suit comes back to the grocery store and he sees a young man stocking. He sees him stocking groceries. And he approaches him subtly, but the young man stocking doesn't know that this guy in a white suit is behind him. So he's like, hey, this is what the guy in the tuxedo or the guy in the white suit is saying. And he gets his attention and he says, "Well done." He says, "Well done" to the young man. And this is what the guy in the white suit says to the young man after he tells him, "Well done." He was like, I've watched you the course of this whole year." He said, "I've seen the moment where you ran out of gas and you couldn't get to work, so you just walked. I mean, you could have used that $20 to put gas in your car." He said, "I seen where you went to work hungry. You could have used that $20 to buy food." He said, "I seen where your friends wanted you to come out and hang out with them, and you could have used that $20 to go hang out with your friends. But you didn't, because you kept hold of that promise, the promise of that $2,000. And you went through a lot. You went through many and plenty of other things where you could have spent that $20. And I know at one point in time, you even became discouraged and thought this was all some cruel joke. But even in that, you still remain faithful to the promise of that $2,000. And the man in the white suit said, "Because you operated as if that $2,000 promise was a $2 million promise. I mean, you had onto that $20 like it was your last, like it was $20 million, like it was $2 million. You had onto that $20 like I was going to give you $2 million, even though I said I was going to give you $2,000. But I have to reward you according to your faith. And $2,000 I want to do. Even though I told you I was going to give you $2,000, I'm not. You operated in a higher faith, and you were diligent, and you persevered. So I'm going to write you a check for $2 million. So the guy writes him a check for $2 million. And he asks, "Why are you doing this?" And the guy in a white suit said, "Because when I handed you that $20, I knew I could trust you with it. I knew you was going to do the right thing. So at the end of the day, and with that being said, certain things are just worth being patient for. You hear the term or you hear the phrase, patience is a virtue. Forbearance is one of the seven gifts of the Spirit, one of the fruits of the Spirit. If you believe in something a lot, if you believe in something, truly and dearly, hold on to that. Hold on to that promise. Don't let it go. Don't give it up for nobody. because you never know what's going to pay off. And because forbearance is a gift of the Spirit, because of your faith, He has to reward that. He's not going to sit back and be like, okay, good job, you're supposed to do that. No, you get rewarded for that stuff. It's the fruit of the Spirit. You could be operating in your flesh. The young man could have went and spent that money on McDonald's or, a tank of gas, which would have probably lasted, half a day. But if there's anything in your life that, that's worth waiting for or worth, being diligent over, stick to it. It'll pay off. But, yep, that's that story. So, hope y'all liked it. I need to get back to work, man. I do. Bye.